going off today.
Yep.
Huge show. All right, so what's your pick of the show, Ryan?
I have to say I do like the Deadpool.
Deadpool, okay. And you, Justin Zimmer? Pick of the hour, pick of the show.
I mean, I'd have to go with Deadpool too, but of course we have the DC watch. We got some DC, we got some Marvel, we got some diamonds, we got some everything.
And we got markdowns. Remember, this is the last leg of Invicta's anniversary. Deadpool, brand spanking new from Marvel. A huge announcement, guys. In just a couple of minutes, we're going to bring it out. If you would like this Deadpool timepiece, it is new today in a Bolt limited edition. Oh, now this may be for your eyes only in the preview, and here's why. It sells out every time it's on the air. These pieces feature 84 diamonds for over 1/3 of a carat. We can never keep this in stock. It may be the last time you see it before the holidays. By the way, this comes in a 3-slot dive case valued at $50. I have 100 to go around. And then Ryan Johnson's going to be out in just a little bit to talk about Jason Taylor and a massive markdown on this Hall of Fame Sabaqua Noma 6. It comes in a Jason Taylor dive case, and we have never hit a price so low before. We're also going to be visiting with one of our customers, Richard Oso, when we bring this out a little bit later in the hour. And then there's this. This never stays in stock very long, but with this brand new once-only price. A once-only price means you're getting the lowest price ever. You're locking it in. We will never be able to offer a lower price. And when our show is over, the price goes up forever. So it's a Russian Diver 52mm Ghost, automatic bridge skeletonized movement. I have 2 dozen in the gray to the right, gray bezel, 70 in the silver tone. That could, at that price, sell out in the preview. Yeah. And last night I was talking about it. It is chaos in the studio because for the first time ever, the Jason Taylor Chaos numbered limited edition in a $50 3-slot dive case. It's going down to the lowest price ever, but only for this 2-hour show.
On the big screen for sure.
Oh yeah, I have 120 in the black, 145 in the blue, a gold tone completely drenched in gold. And speaking of gold, one of the #1 top-selling Venoms in the history of this network is this Reserve Venom. It has not been in stock for over 10 months. And we have never offered a price this low. At 1,000 meters water resistant, the lowest price ever, we will do a full presentation next hour. Now, this next piece will likely sell out before we even get to it. Next hour, we are launching this brand new Sabaqua Noma 3 on a bracelet in your choice of either the purple abalone or the red. But this red is different than others that we've done. It feels like more of an autumn red, more of a spicy red, not a cool red.
It's spicy.
I have 50 in the purple, 100 in the red. It's been the top-selling item on our website. But first, a big announcement and a brand new first-ever Grand Octane from Invicta and DC Comics. I love that music. It's very dramatic.
It's a very big build-up.
Very dramatic.
Right there. I'll give you the drum roll.
Well, we have never offered you, Invicta has never manufactured a Grand Octane as a part of their DC comic line before. Today, for the first time ever, in its largest format, the Grand Octane. And we're talking about here some major pieces that will only be available for this 2-hour show. We are doing this as a pre-release to give you a promotion to what is happening in New York City next Saturday. So the real release is not until Saturday, but we get to do a pre-release only for this 2 hours, and it's taken out of our system. Why is that? What are we doing next Saturday?
I mean, this is right place, right time, right? We are broadcasting live from
Comic-Con.
New York Comic-Con. This is going to be absolutely huge. So we're bringing some really cool character collection pieces. We have some really cool special guests. Look at this Batman piece. We're bringing the Revolution back, Lupa Revolution. But here is what's going down.
So there has been a mid-size Octane in the DC comic line that aired and sold out, but never before the Grand Octane. You've been waiting for it. These are the Justice League heroes. Not all of them, but the main ones. We have Superman. we have Batman, we have the Flash, and we have Aquaman. And we have a very limited supply at a very special price, only for this 2 hours. And then if you try to find this and buy this after the 2-hour power play, you can no longer do that. The discount is 60% off, and you will receive, do we have the DC comic box
Man
as well?
of Steel.
Jeff, for this? We're going to try to get that out here for you.
If you want to add those cases too, we have them back here.
We should talk about that. So this will come in a collectible box. A DC collectible box, and we'll show that to you in just a little bit. But if you'd like to present it in a much fancier way, on the left-hand side of your screen is the 3-slot dive case that is available in the Flash, in Batman, in Aquaman, in Wonder Woman, or in the Superman, and you can add that on for $49, and I think the value pay on that is tiny. I don't have the value pay on it, but it's divided by 6. All right, so how excited are you? Have you ever been to Comic-Con before?
I haven't. You know, I'd sort of go to New York and debut some really cool pieces. That's really the time to do it. So we're very excited to be there. This is one of those pieces. Now, we talk about right place, right time all the time, typically with pricing.
Yeah.
But this is the epitome of that statement right here, because this is the time that we're releasing these right now. Then we're going to put them back on hold until next weekend. So if you want to get into that character that you absolutely love first before it's gone, now is the time. Here's the Superman execution, so it's the iconic red and blue colors, but how cool is that center structure, the Superman logo that's been done? You're going to see that that's a 3D design, becoming that suspension system over that triple disc configuration on this piece. Now, this one makes sense, right? Because this is the Man of Steel done in a huge chunk of premium stainless steel. The Grand Octane, one of the largest pieces, is just shy by a couple of millimeters from the Sea Hunter, so it is definitely one of the largest pieces we have ever built in our history.
This will come packaged in your DC box, your numbered limited edition packaging. But if you want to give a more magnificent display, maybe for the holidays, then I would get the Superman 3-slot dive case. Absolutely. It is a dive case for $49.99.
All done in blue.
Yeah. And on a value pay, get the team home together. The dive case is $660,197. So there's your first choice. I'm going to go through the choices quickly, and then we're going to get right to that big monitor and blow it up for you. Then we have the Flash. As far as television is concerned right now, it's in the DC comic world, it's all about the Flash, right?
No, I mean, the Flash is extremely cool. Of course, we're talking about Barry Allen. Had that issue with a particle accelerator and some lightning, and now he's pretty darn quick. So this is one of the rare variations where you're getting to some sections selectively layered in that gold tone, lots of that silver tone. But look at the imagery once again. You have the Flash design on the back of the case. It's on the crown. The main portion of the dial, again, gives you that depth and dimension that you've really come to love from Invicta. I mean, we are doing it right. Look at the 12 o'clock position, that logo, too. It's about the details on these watches, all completely different from each execution.
My favorite, and I think the most highly decorated, is absolutely Aquaman. And I think Aquaman's going to be at Comic-Con.
That the actor that portrays Aquaman, Arthur Curry, coming up here in December, which seems like so long, before when we were waiting for the movie December, it's really not that far off. He's going to be, I believe, at the New York Comic-Con, signing autographs and stuff like that, too, so it'd be cool to run into him. Well, for you. I think you're very excited for him.
He's my favorite.
Yeah, I think so.
Aquaman.
Ryan's snickering over there. Is he your favorite too?
It was Thor, but it's now Aquaman.
Oh, that's right. It was Thor.
It was Thor.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of.
But now I'm kind of hot on Aquaman. I got to tell you.
I think either one will be all right. But look at the typically of the hex screw design. Look, you have the hex screw, but now it has the Aquaman logo all the way. So this is one of those watches. You get it home. Look at the scales on the orange part of the dial.
Yeah.
When you get this home, any one of these pieces, you're going to start to look at this. Of course, you're going to wear it right away, but you're going to see those details pop.
Each of these is a numbered limited edition. This is only found here at Evine. We have very special pricing for the pre-launch. This is a pre-launch, and only those of you that can pick this up in this 2-hour segment are going to be able to get this home for $46.50. They are all numbered limited editions. They come in your DC box, your DC numbered limited edition packaging. I love
Bruce
this
Wayne.
Batman.
Bruce Wayne, triple black. Of course, you have the Invicta yellow, because that's part of the iconic logo, too. The bat symbol done in the center portion of that dial. I think we're going to blow these up on the big screen, so we're really going to start pointing out a lot of the details on these watches. But these are completely impressive here. Keep in mind, this is the Grand Octane. You have the Swiss version of the Ronda Z60 quartz chronograph. It's built to true professional dive specifications, and you guys have boxed me in with these boxes.
Oh, boy. All right, so this is the largest watch of its kind that Invicta builds. It's the largest DC ever done for you. The most limited is the Flash. We have fewer than 100 available in the Flash today. And this is a pre-launch party because next Saturday we're going to be broadcasting live. I believe it's a 3-hour broadcast that will begin at 3 p.m. Eastern, if I am not mistaken. And if you join us on our Facebook pages and Instagram accounts, we'll let you know what's happening.
Yep.
By the way, Ryan, are you presently on YouTube with everybody?
I am. And so there is a link that you can go to. If you just simply go to evine.com/powerplay.
Okay.
There are some of us over here and we're chatting right now. So if you want to interact with me real time, Justin also during the course of the show, go to evine.com/powerplay. We actually have a couple, Lightning Fencer and also Vic. They're going to be at ComCon in New York with you guys.
Yeah.
So
You
you
can
have to
show
kind of
up.
keep an eye out there. So if you're going, jump on over too. You can watch it in the big screen or you can also watch because we're streaming on live simultaneously. There's just a slight little delay, but the chatting is right on spot, right real time for you.
You know, I would say, typically they're closed sets, but we are broadcasting right in the middle of Comic-Con. So I know a lot of people have been commenting. They're coming. Stop by, say hi, check out some of the watches that we'll have there. It's going to be an extremely cool time. Now, we're going to start with Aquaman here on the big screen. And for me, visually, I think Aquaman is extremely impressive. So you're going to have the Aquaman symbol. It has that beautiful texture that's been done on the center portion of the dial. But now look at right here. So these are those disconfigurations that I'm talking about. But even those are skeletonized. They're cut out so you can see the beautiful movement. But then look at the imagery surrounding. This is the really cool detail, that trim work going around the subdials. I mean, the details on here, multiple levels. The base level has all the scales done in that orange on this piece. I mean, this is beautiful. Even re-engineering, which you typically see of the hour markers going along with that theme again. And you can see they appear to be floating over the main portion of the dial, and that's trimmed in that gold tone again. That's completely mirror polished. And then going with that theme, we have that next generation plating, of course, the green on this piece. I would say if you really want one of the biggest visual standouts, you go with the Aquaman. And you're going to notice those hex screws I was talking about. You just saw the Aquaman logo. Now, the Batman symbol. Right here, look at this. Triple black design, beautifully mirror polished, and then that industrial finish done with the bat symbol on this piece. But the main portion right here, that's that symbol. Different level, that suspension system now for that triple disc configuration on this piece, or the double disc configuration. But now if you look at the main portion of the dial, check this out. You have the ghosted in bat symbol on the whole dial of this timepiece. I mean, that is visually impressive. Once again, beautifully done.
All right, here comes Superman.
Superman, very limited on time here. This is the favorite?
Yeah, it's the #1 top seller.
This is the favorite, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this one right here, you can see, look at this. Nothing flat, nothing plain, nothing painted on. Here you can see the beveling and machining that takes place on the Superman shield logo design. Hex screw design has its Superman logo once again, and going along with the theme again of his suit. These are all visually impressive, and we built these properly because we start with the renderings, going back and forth with our partners at DC. They make changes, we make changes until it's perfect for your wrist. And then the Flash. How many left here?
Fewer than 100.
Fewer than 100 on the Flash. Man, it just keeps getting better and better. Every watch that we put on this big screen just looks stunning.
This is the pre-launch. This will be made available only for this 2-hour Power Play show, and then not again until we broadcast live from Comic-Con in New York on Saturday. You may want to consider gifting it in this fabulous 3-slot dive case. We have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, The Flash, and Aquaman, and you can add that on for a value pay of $8 and change. By the way, want to remind you that we do a lot of special things in our Power Play show. And one of them is, not always, but on occasion, we do a What's in the Box special. And we're going to do something rare this week because typically Justin picks the What's in the Box special. But today, Ryan Johnson picked it.
What is it, Ryan?
He's not.
You'll have to find out.
He's
I'm
not
on
telling.
secret double probation. I can't talk about it.
There's a little bit of competition going on.
Only if you create it, Kendi.
With the What's in the Box special. So at the top of the hour, it is something you definitely don't want to miss. All right, Deadpool. If you know anything about Justin Zimmer, you know that he is Deadpool. He is in love with this character.
This is true.
He likens himself to this character.
Yeah, we're brothers.
Exactly.
Twins.
And we are so excited to have Marvel as a part of the Evine Invicta family as well. We are going to be featuring both Marvel and DC comic pieces when we get to the Comic-Con show next Saturday. We've got perhaps some special guests joining us. We can't give away who they might be yet.
We have some new Star Wars pieces too, so really big things coming up next weekend.
And we will be at the Invicta booth. There is an Invicta booth at Comic-Con.
I believe it's 444 is the number of the
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. All right, so let's talk about this. This is a brand new Deadpool timepiece. It's a 50-millimeter bolt. It is a numbered limited edition. Today we have it at 57% off, and at $34.83, we can get this home to you. Really a different character than any other character in the Marvel world, right?
Well, I mean, a lot of times, you know, you think about the good guys or the bad guys, or he's kind of like an anti-hero, so he's kind of neither. I mean, he kind of does what he wants. Sometimes he does the right thing. Sometimes he doesn't do the right thing. Originally, when he first came about, he was depicted as a supervillain, but later evolved into that kind of anti-hero kind of a design. So Marvel here, so on the back you have the Marvel logo, the Marvel medallion case back, numbered limited edition, huge deal here of only 4,000 built for the world. And this is only the second time that you have ever seen a Deadpool timepiece, and this is the first ever Viper variation. It's that Bolt Viper design that's extremely popular. We're talking about some history there too. Late 2015 came out with a design similar to this. This is the fully upgraded version, and now part of that Marvel series, that character collection series with Deadpool. This one also has the cable work, so that's why we're calling it the Bolt. Twisted cable design done in the red to go along with his suit. Crown and function pushers done in that red too. So everything, once again, working beautifully on this piece. But right smack dab in the middle of this dial, that is that logo you've come to love, the Deadpool logo.
And the cool thing about him is he knows that he's a comic character.
Oh, I thought you were going to say if you've been bad or good.
No, well, he knows that too. But he knows. What other character can you think of that knows he's a comic character? He breaks that fourth wall down. Now, this is going to come in the Marvel box, so you are going to get your special packaging, which is fabulous. If you've got that guy in your life, and you've seen the Marvel movies, you've seen the Deadpool movies, and you're like, oh my gosh, I so have to get this for my husband. I so have to get this for my brother. This is, to me, I so have to get this for Justin Zimmer.
It is.
You know,
if you want to get it
who's the smart aleck? Who's the jokester? Who's the guy?
I'm all those things.
That's always on his game, and he just knows.
Look at this.
He knows he's a kook, right?
Well,
like, you know you're a kook.
I was agreeing with those other statements, but now we've gotten off track.
You're a kook.
Look at this.
Wade Wilson, played by Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
I mean, could anyone play Deadpool better?
Oh, no,
seriously?
He's absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect at that character. I think one of the fun facts, though, is it's actually kind of modeled after a DC character, and that's kind of like where the name came from, too, as a play on Deathstroke. His name was Slade Wilson, so they came out with Deadpool. He's Wade Wilson. It's kind of a fun fact there, too. Look at this timepiece. Let's run through a little bit more of the design of this watch, and we'll get into more of the imagery on the piece. The bracelet modeled after a reserve piece from many, many years ago, almost kind of reminiscent of a Sub-Aquanoma 3 design where you have that massive center structure. Look at how beautifully that texture is done on the center portion. That's all solid stainless steel again, guys, so that is all about quality on this build. 50-millimeter case. The vast majority of exciting timepieces that we produce at Invicta, 50 millimeters. Now, you can really see that Viper influence because on the side of the case, it has that integration with the hex screw design. So we have machined out sections and applied those on the side of the case, and then that design detail even flows to the bezel of the piece. Deep dish style dial, giving you that great depth and dimension. Then that center logo, once again, really drawing your eye in, and you know that's all about Deadpool. Keep in mind, guys, launching this for the first time right now we're already counting the quantity down. Deadpool's been a very exciting character for us, and this is only the second one we've ever done. Then you have that disconfiguration again for the subdials, which typically you have, you know, a smaller subdial hand, but on this one, with that disconfiguration, that means highly modified movement to be able to handle the weight and the torque of those discs. This is just a perfectly built watch.
And how fantastic would it be to gift this watch along with Deadpool tickets? Because I think it's happening in December, right? The next Deadpool movie? That's what they're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be. There's some reports that it's like a re-release of Deadpool 2 is kind of like a PG version,
really?
I guess, so, or a PG-13 version. Not PG, that would never happen. PG-13, so that maybe more people could enjoy it. But you know, typically it's a little bit strange because it's rated R.
Yeah.
Right. He's like the only character.
Naughty.
Well, think about it. I mean, it's Marvel, it's Disney. You don't really get into characters like what you see here, but this is the Merc with a mouth. So how they're going to pull off PG-13, if that rumor is true, I have no idea.
I might understand more of it then.
No idea. I'd kind of like them to keep it R, quite honestly. I mean, I think that's...
So I want to
Ryan
let you
agrees.
know that Ryan is over chatting right now on YouTube. And since he's on YouTube, you can go R. I mean, YouTube's R-rated, right? I don't know. All you have to do is go to Evine's YouTube.
Only if you're 18, Kendi.
We are broadcasting live. We're going to be going back and forth. But even if you don't collect comic pieces, if you don't collect the Marvel or the DC, we have a lot of pieces that are not in that world today, just so you know. And in fact, you know what I should get on my wrist, Jeff, is that blue label diamond piece.
Diamond piece.
We started
There's
with
only
like
a couple
150 last night. I think there are 20 left. So if you missed it last night, I'll put it on and give you a look at it. And then we're hoping to get some more of the men's pieces back in for tomorrow night's show.
Cool.
But just know you're getting a numbered limited edition collectible. These are amazing things to have years from now. When you think back to your first Deadpool movies, and he's actually, in the Marvel world, one of the newest characters. 1991, I think, is when he was born in the comic world.
Created, yeah, absolutely. His first appearance, you know, in the comics. So he is a newer, yeah, absolutely. When you start talking about some of these other iconic characters.
All right, well, Justin's going to be popping in every once in a while. I do want to let you know, and I'll have Ryan weigh in quickly here. We only have like a 30-second special on this next item, but this is the #1 fastest-selling Disney that we've ever offered. And here's why. 84 diamonds around the bezel. That's over a third of a carat. Now, this women's angel sells out every time it's on the air. It's a 38 millimeter by 11 millimeter. We can't get to a full presentation because we're already down to 6 dozen available. But Ryan, when you consider that this comes in a 3-slot Disney dive case.
Yeah, that's a $49 value that's included in that anniversary price. Customer choice, full 5 stars. Everybody who's got this watch who's made a review absolutely loves this timepiece, and you will too. I think this is one of just maybe 2 or 3 Disney diamond pieces we've ever done with anything with diamonds.
You know, I haven't seen a Disney diamond piece in a very long time. If she loves Disney and you want to treat her right, it does come in the specialized Disney case. It's also 1/3 of the entire quantity allotted for the world. Oh, guys, that's not the right. That watch doesn't. Oh,
no.
Okay. So last night we launched to the world Invicta's first ever 38 millimeter Octane. You just saw in DC Comics the Grand Octane, which is about 63 millimeters. We've had on occasion a mid-size Octane, which is 48 millimeters. This was the launch, the worldwide launch. Last night, we started with 150 pieces. We have 15 pieces remaining. And I'll put that on my right wrist so we can give you a look at it a little bit later in the show. Well, last night, we launched to the world a brand new 54 millimeter Bolt Viper as a part of the Star Wars collection. It does come in a 3-slot Star Wars dive case, which has never been made available before. And by the way, this is an exclusive offer. There's nowhere else in the world you can get the brand new Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren has never been made available before. R2-D2, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, or the BB-8 in the 8-slot dive case. And listen to this, guys. There's Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. This is the first time the Star Wars dive case has ever been revealed. We revealed it last night. That's a $50 value. Your Star Wars Bolt Viper will come packaged inside of it. And listen very carefully. You only pay $139.99 for your first. Each additional one that you add on to your order, we take $15 off, so they go down to $124.99. And if you're going to get all 5 of them during this anniversary, we're in the last leg. It goes from now until Wednesday. If you place an Invicta order that's over $499, your entire order qualifies for 12-month financing.
Very nice.
On the Evine credit card. So you can use your value pays on this, which is $23.33 a month. If you're over $499, maybe you're getting the diamond piece for her, so you're instantly there. If you don't have the Evine card, call us right now and apply for one. If you're approved over the phone lines on any Invicta order over $499, we will give you 12 months to pay off your order. And if you make those minimum monthly payments by the end of the term, interest-free.
It's beautiful. I opt for value pay all the time. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
So big deal when we're talking about today's top value. I know you and Justin had the launch last night.
Right.
I've had a couple different presentations today. Very fun, very exciting watch. BB-8. Then the next version here is Boba Fett, as you'll see, with the green. Then we're coming up to R2-D2. A favorite out there. But then I think one of the most popular variations whenever it's an option, of course, is Darth Vader that you'll see right here. And the final option actually is a new character to the Invicta and also Star Wars partnership, and that is Kylo Ren, also known as Ben Solo, son to Princess Leia and Han Solo, grandson to Darth Vader, and also nephew to Luke Skywalker. That is his mask that you'll see on the inside, the high polish that you'll see, and then that matte industrial finish for the breather. And I thought he just had a really cool, a bit of that digitized, like Darth Vader, a little bit of that digitized voice when he would speak, when he had on that mask.
All right, if you've always wanted a Kylo Ren, this is the first and the only ever produced to date. It is a number limited edition. It will come in the first ever Star Wars 3-slot dive case, and we can get it home to you for $23.33 on a monthly interest-free payment. If your thing is, over the holidays, when you get together with the family, with your uncles and your brothers and your dads and everybody, that you sit and you watch Star Wars, think about these as holiday gifts, because what you're going to be getting is more than a watch. What you're going to be giving is more than watch. It's actually a true collectible. This is stamped Star Wars on the back, and each one will have its own number out of 1,977. Why such a weird numbered limited edition?
Well, I'll point it out here just so you can see it on the case back. If you look right here, limited edition, and this happens to be number 729 out of 1,977, or 1977, the year that Star Wars actually debuted was in 1977. It was episode 4. It was called The New Hope. And so when 4, 5, and 6, and the prequels, 1, 2, and 3. So big deal. And all of our Star Wars timepieces thus far have been limited editions to 1,977. Now, when you look at the crowd on this watch, you'll actually see this is the Knights of Ren symbol right over here, and you can kind of think of them as more that elite group out there, the dark Jedis, if you will. But I love the black that goes along with the red in this color execution.
All right, so if you love to collect families of watches, I would probably do Kylo Ren with Darth. What do you think?
Definitely. You can do that. So again, it's more that dark side that you're getting, and then of course that heritage just passing through Vader all the way down to Kylo Ren.
Then, if you love you some Boba Fett, right? This has been really our top-selling character.
It really has. No alliance to either side, just whoever is paying him the most to take out whatever side wants to. And it was really cool. We actually, down at the Marine Pavilion back in December, I know Justin remembers this, and you do too, Kendi, is we had actually Boba Fett on set with some stormtroopers. We had R2-D2. I mean, just the brilliance behind the set there with Marie and everybody else involved was just absolutely amazing. It was really fun to be able to see that.
You guys let me know if you want me to hold this or move on. I saw some footage coming up. I think I'll move on. Okay, I'll keep sliding them in. All right, I'm not sure if there's... Okay.
Here's BB-8. So we know C-3PO and also R2-D2 as some of the droids that have been, the major droids that have been part of the franchise. And BB-8 has really sort of taken on his own here. You'll see him. This is actually in The Last Jedi here. He's in the back of the X-Wing fighter, and they're ready to take out the big dreadnought from the dark side. And so he's putting in, and it was all these short circuits, and finally he just put his head in there, and they were actually able to take out the dreadnought. It was actually a really cool scene, one of my favorite scenes from that particular episode of the movie. But he's a droid, he's a sphere, and it just moves around, and the head just stays on top of as he's moving around. And there's his buddy right there, R2-D2.
Arguably the most famous and the most popular.
Yeah. Yeah,
of all of
most
the characters,
definitely.
Right?
And this variation, you're actually looking top down. So you can see that red indicator light right at the 0 mark on the bezel, which actually is moving or actually is lighting on and off when he is talking. You can also see the optical projector that's over there. Right at if you get the glare, right between the 1st and 2nd hour marker there, that little white dot, that's like in the first movie, episode 4, where Princess Leia is saying, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're the only one that can save me. He was projecting out through that little white dot.
So I want to remind you, if you want to get the entire collection, we do have financing, 12-month financing if you're spending more than $4.99. I also want to remind you that this is today's top value, and it's the only way to get it in the brand new Star Wars 3-slot dive case. So we know you love collectibles. This is a great way to get in on it. And by the way, we do have an entire DC Comic boutique on our website. We have an entire Marvel boutique, and we have a Star Wars boutique as well. So Ryan's going to be back in just a couple of minutes to talk to one of our best customers ever. His name is Richard Oso. We've met him on a number of occasions. He's going to join us when we talk about our Jason Taylor Hall of Fame. Now, guys, if you've always wanted this Aquaman 6, brand new markdown. We have never, ever, ever, ever done a price this low. It's a numbered limited edition. And Miami colors in that one. And Jeff, is this your pick? That's pretty fancy schmancy. Jeff is doing some pretty fancy schmancy. This is likely going to sell out without a presentation. It's a brand new, once only markdown on the Russian Diver Ghost Automatic. 1 dozen on the gray bezel, that's one on the right. 4 dozen in the silver tone bezel. What were you saying, Justin?
I said, do you want to know why? It's because I was wearing it. I was wearing the gray bezel.
That's why it was Jeff's pick?
No, that's why it's going to be gone. It looks so good on my wrist.
Once only price, lowest price ever. Good luck.
Or maybe not. I feel like that met with crickets. So we'll just move on.
We didn't know what you were referring to. If it was Jeff's pick because...
No, that's probably why, too.
You were wearing it, or who knows?
That was a little, yeah. One glove, Jeff says, that had something to do with it.
So a once only is a one-shot deal. It's when we take an item, we mark it down to the lowest price ever, and we do it at that price one time only. It's a one-shot deal, and we do it for a limited time, which is the next hour and a half. This is yet another Jason Taylor-inspired design. It is the Chaos, and this is once only price. I never in my wildest dreams guessed that we would once only price a masterpiece. So I have the gold tone black, $120. I have the blue, $140. You will never see a piece like this Chaos at a price this low or lower ever. It's 72% off, and we can only honor the price during this 2-hour block of time or until it sells out. But you will not see a price like this again.
I mean, let's break this down. $198.99 includes a $50 custom JT case. So right there, about $150 for this watch. Never in a million years did we ever think that you would get anywhere near that price, that value on this watch. Let's talk about a little bit of a story here. Now, this watch started under our Imperius line. Now, nothing crazy going on. We owned Imperius years ago. It was just a different brand, and we designed this watch under that brand. Now, we didn't continue with Imperius. Of course, we could bring that back at some point if we wanted to, but this was one of the flagship pieces that was designed, one of the most popular pieces that was designed under that brand. Of course, we've brought back a lot of those Imperius pieces in the Invicta Reserve line, like the X-Wing and all those styles you've come to love, but this one, for some reason, had the longest hiatus. And then we were in a meeting, and I brought it up. I said, hey, we got to bring that chaos back. And you know what I was told? We're not going to do it. We're not going to do it.
Only you would say bring the chaos back.
But then I said, you know, that's what's expected, right? But then, right, I'm like, you can't. What are you talking about? We have to do it. And it's here. This is it. Very limited quantities. I have no idea why we've taken the most popular color execution down to the lowest price in history on any JT chaos or any chaos in history. Now, it's about this really cool bracelet design, stack design with the massive structures going through the pins. This is the one everybody wants because of the contrast. So it's the gold, it's the black or the blue, but they're both done in the gold tone, but now you have that beautiful contrast that's been done. Like we did one in all black and it really didn't have the contrast because the pins were done that way. Here, you can really see the artwork and the beauty of this bracelet.
I want to remind you, this is the only show, the next hour and a half, where you're going to be able to get in on a gold-plated, a drenched in gold chaos with the secondary plating in the black or the blue at under $200. We never dreamed, honestly, we never, ever dreamed that we would be able to do a price this low. Now, in terms of value pay, $33.17. And let's say you get two, or you get one of these. You got a Star Wars, you got a DC. If you are over $499 in your entire order when you check out, if your entire order is over $499, you qualify for 12-month financing. And if you make those minimum monthly payments on that order and pay your order off in full within the year, they're interest-free payments just like value pay. You don't have an Evine credit card, I would call right now and apply for one because you're going to want it in a week from right now when we are broadcasting live from Comic-Con, right? This is a very special watch. It is a numbered, is this a number? Yes, it's a numbered limited edition. It comes in a 3-slot dive case. And because we are once only pricing this, my guess is, Justin, that all of the others
spoken for
are sent out around the world to Invicta's other retailers. So my guess is this will be the final quantities forever in the drenched in gold version
Look at this.
of the Jason Taylor Chaos. I think
you can't choose.
It's one of the most breathtakingly beautiful. Well, I think you can. I think the blue is a little bit more casual. If you want a piece that you can also wear with like
you can't choose. You can't choose. You can't choose. You choose them both. You get both of these because this is that moment in time where if you get one, you fall in love with it and you wish you got the other one. But here it's different because once only means this is the only time this price is active, but also it's going to be completely gone. So you're not going to be able to come back and order this piece. That blue is stunning. Keep in mind the dial work on here. The sub-dials are floating out into that main portion of the dial. Then the main portion has that see-through section, which gives you a peek of the inner workings of the movement on this. And this is the Ronda Z60, so it's that quartz chronograph complication again. So everything you want in a watch. Really sophisticated fit and finishing on this piece. Look at the bezel on this watch. Massive coin edge texture, almost a gear style. Look at how beautifully this is machined out. And then meticulously mirror polished. That gives way to that more industrial finish. But then the raised 60-second scale mirror polished again on this watch. In that bracelet, one of the most sophisticated designs ever in our history. Steal the night by far for $198 to get into this level of design and engineering.
There are fewer than 100 available in the black. We're racing toward 100 in the blue. The only time you will ever see a price this low, it will never go lower, is for our show tonight.
Black.
We're doing some really super crazy things. You saw the Russian Dive, Russian Ghost. That's almost sold out from the preview.
Yeah.
We have a What's in the Box special.
Should we show everybody what's in the box?
At the top of the hour. Now, typically, Ryan does not get to pick the What's in the Box. It, like 95% of the time, is Justin. So Justin's a little ticked off right now. He has no idea what's in the box, and I'm not showing it to him. But I will tell you that every What's in the Box special I've ever presented has sold out instantly. I know what's in the box. Justin doesn't know what's in the box. It's going to sell out in minutes, and it's the best holiday gift-giving idea that we have all night long for you. Okay, that's a sexy
Look
watch.
at these watches, guys. Look at the finishing. The gold on here is done beautifully. That bracelet, though, I mean, that's all stunning design, stunning architecture, stunning engineering, and it's still built to beyond true professional dive specs. You want to go scuba diving with this? Not a problem whatsoever, right? That's that elevated quality. This is a stunning piece. You're upgrading your wrist game right to the top with this one. Look at that bezel.
This is a watch that should never be once only priced. This is a $700 timepiece that most watch companies, if they had a build like this, it would be in the thousands. It is that sophisticated. So if there are any left, we'll do one last presentation at this price next hour. There'll be a fewer than 100 in each choice. Now, one of the most historic Venoms in the Reserve collection is this Venom. It's been made available for years, but it hasn't been on air in over 10 months when it last sold out. Whether you choose the blue dial or the gold tone dial, this 1,000-meter water-resistant timepiece is at the lowest price ever. Now, this has only ever received all and nothing but 5-star reviews, always at a higher price. Today, for our show, only valid this show. Do you see this? Valid this show. That's an hour and 20 minutes. The lowest price ever on what I would call the Venom Classic. Okay, so I need an update here. This is one of our favorite watches of the season. Yeah, if you want the purple, we're down to 3 dozen. Red, we have fewer than 100. Now, the purple is spectacular. It's the first ever done in the Aquaman 3 with the mother of pearl subdials as well. The red is my favorite because it's not a typical red in that abalone. It's more of a burnt, like an autumn red. I love it. Well, we're going to move into our next segment, which is our Invicta Addicts segment. And the one thing our Invicta Addicts love, there's Sabaclas. Take a look. I am so glad Jason Taylor's not here because he would be freaking out at the prices of his watches tonight. The chaos went down. The Jason Taylor Hall of Fame Aquaman 6 today, for the first time ever, is going down to under $400. Ryan, these are the most highly sought after Jason Taylor timepieces.
Right. Well, Jason Taylor alone, the collection since we're coming up on 6 years here in December since he actually debuted with us. It's so popular amongst the collectors. But now when we're talking about the HOF or the Hall of Fame, we're taking it even to that next level. You'll see the medallion back that's a part of the timepiece. That's what you're getting with the Hall of Fame in one of his signature poses. You'll see his signature is also a part of the back. But then when you flip the watch to the front, you'll see a couple other things too. With the Hall of Fame variations, you see on the inside, we have professional Miami football colors on the inside. You have that aqua blue and that orange. But then also with the Hall of Fame variations, you get Jason's signature on the front. You'll see it's so funny. It's right underneath both the hour and the minute hand right there, the 8 o'clock position. But you also get JT's number right there on the front. You'll see in the teal and also with that orange. And this is all from the Aquaman 6, that latest generation in terms of the Aquaman series. So unidirectional rotating bezel with the scales. The scales continue through for that center link of the timepiece there and just delivers such an impressive look when this watch is on your wrist.
Speaking of impressive, this one's going to come in a very special rose gold 3-slot dive case. It is going to be a numbered limited edition. The Hall of Fame Jason Taylor pieces are the most highly sought after. They are always the most limited. And at 60% off, Ryan, these are the final 70 pieces that we will offer forever. So it's the lowest price ever. We will not offer these again once they sell out. We're doing special power play pricing for you. Maybe one of the most highly detailed Jason Taylor pieces of all time.
Well, I want you to look even at the outer chapter ring. See where those individual hour markers are? That outer chapter ring, it's that fluted design. So we have all that edging that goes along. But look it's that green. It's that teal green or that you see for the outer chapter ring. And then each one of the individual hour markers are trimmed in that orange also, just as the second hand for the chronograph and also some of the different functions on the inside. The framework for the calendar date of the month is also done in that orange, but just a highly detailed, perfectly executed. And even look at the Aquaman Dragon, if you can, between, I can't point at it right now, right here. Look at this. The dragon is also with that teal, and the dragon is orange. So again, you nailed it, Kenny, when you send it. It's that high level of detail, especially when it comes to this watch.
All right, guys, if you would like this, you've got to be on the phone lines now for it. We're down to dozens, not hundreds. And this numbered limited edition timepiece is likely never going to come back again. We're doing some very sharp pricing. Why is that? This is the final 4-day stretch to celebrate Invicta and Evine's 17th anniversary. Typically, we are in Cabo, Mexico. This year, we are not in Cabo. That's because next Saturday and Sunday, we're showing up at the New York Comic-Con show. It's gonna be wild. Have you ever been to a Comic-Con?
I have not. I've actually, I was down at the convention center one time here in Minneapolis when it was coming through here. I don't think it was nearly as big as what it is in New York and also out in San Diego.
All right, so we're going to be there on Saturday. We broadcast from 3 until 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be giving you lots and lots of teases. If you missed it at the top of this hour, we did a pre-release on the only Grand Octane ever done on a DC comic, Aquaman, Superman, Batman, and The Flash. If you missed it, that price will only be active. You'll only be able to order it over the next hour and 15 minutes. There it is if you missed it at the top of the hour. This is a segment we call Invicta Addicts, and every once in a while we like to have join into our Power Play party one of our great customers, and one of our greatest customers of all, who we've all had the pleasure to meet, is Richard Oso, who's joining us right now on the phone lines. Good evening, Richard. How are you?
Good evening, Kendi. Good evening, Ryan. How's everybody doing?
Terrific.
Doing great.
Are you enjoying the show?
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great. We were having some connections issues via Skype, so that's why they decided to do it over the phone.
Well, what do you think about the Comic-Con show next week? Are you excited?
The Comic-Con show is going to be awesome. I can't wait for that. Actually, I'm going to try to get in with a bunch of people. I know there's going to be a bunch of Invictaholics are going to be there.
Yeah.
My good friends Courtney and Michael.
Yes.
And actually, we're going to go meet them on Friday night in the city. We're going to go hang out for some adult beverages and some conversation, some food, talk watches, talk cruise, and we're going to have a great time.
Well, I'll try to see if I can dust off Justin Zimmer and get him to join me that night.
Yeah, maybe he'll have a hot dog that night, too, when he's not on air.
He's got to have a hot dog way before the show, though.
Way before the show or way after the show, but you definitely have to have a New York City dirty water dog.
Dirty water dog.
Just no dirty water dogs before we get to Comic-Con, because we want to meet some of the people there, right?
Of course. Yeah, definitely have to, yes.
So, Richard, tell us why you are such an animate collector. What is it that you love about Invicta?
There's something for everybody. I have over 350. I remember when we were on the cruise, you asked me that same question. I had over 300. And I have a feeling when we're on the cruise this year, I'm going to have close to 400. But there's something for everybody. I have a 40 millimeter Pro Diver all the way up to the Grand Octane and the Sea Hunter. All different sizes, all different straps, bracelets, leather, silicone, whatever. But there's something for everybody. They fit perfectly. And they're just the way they look, the way they feel on the wrist, the attention that you get from them. They're amazing. They're amazing timepieces. They're wearable works of art. They're great.
Well, Richard, I know we have a limited amount of time today, but we do want to thank you so much for taking the time out of your night to chat with us tonight. Hopefully, we will get to see you in New York. If not, the cruise. You're going on the cruise?
Yeah. We're already booked on the cruise, and we're going to be actually on the ship. For the cruise before that, too, so we can get the ship warmed up for you guys. We're going Monday to Friday.
Terrific. Yeah. Well, Richard, hopefully we'll connect in New York. If not, we'll see you on the cruise. And again, thanks again for chatting with us tonight. We so appreciate it.
Good to hear from you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care, Richard. And yeah, our cruise, by the way, there are still a few rooms left, not a lot. You can find out more about our Invicta cruise at invictacruise.com. By the way, Ryan's taken off back to his computer because we are broadcasting simultaneously live on our YouTube channel, where you can chat with Ryan, ask him any questions you might have, ask about what's happening next week. We had a pre-release earlier tonight on the DC comic, the one and the only Grand Octane ever done in Batman, Superman, Aquaman, and The Flash. This pre-release is open for orders only this hour and next hour, and then it goes away until we broadcast live from Comic-Con in New York City. Next Saturday.
The Man of Steel, Superman, is by far the favorite in that one.
It is.
Yep.
Good. All right. Well, special delivery from One Glove Jeff. We love our Jeff. By the way, Jeff.
There it is,
Jeff,
the glove.
How excited are you, Jeff, about Comic-Con?
Crazy excited.
What, do you have your costume all picked out?
I do not, but
You
I'm going
don't?
to.
Well, he's wearing it right now. It's One Glove Jeff.
Jeff has been on virtually all of our Invicta remotes for how many years, Jeff?
What was the question?
How many years has he been on the remote with us? His camera just dropped on the
He
floor.
just broke a $10,000 camera,
He's a
so
little
don't
worried
worry
about his cart cam.
Since the first remote, were you on the first remote? He's been there since day one.
Wow.
But he's already got his outfit on, or his uniform on.
Glove?
One Glove Jeff.
You
That's
have
how
to wear
gotta bring
more
the
than
glove.
a glove, though.
Well,
Although I understand that they don't wear that much more at Comic-Con.
I'm pretty sure he'll be wearing more than the glove.
I had very strict wardrobe detail.
As of right now, I'm not wearing anything.
Woo! Worth tuning into, guys.
That's what we've decided. I'm just not a stylish man.
Well, last night we did something spectacular, and that was for the first time ever introduce the diamond timepiece for the ladies in a 38mm Octane. Invicta had never built it before. I have like a dozen left. If that blue label wasn't quite your style, but you've been waiting for a diamond piece, ladies, this is as good as it gets. Not to discount you men, because there are a lot of you that wear the 44mm, but this is a 44mm mid-size specialty Sabacqua, the #1 top-rated watch in Invicta's brand today, with 446 diamonds. Unfortunately, we're racing toward only about 3 dozen available, but here's the beautiful thing about tonight. Not only can you get this home, but in addition to having the option to use Value Pay, which is 6 monthly interest-free months where you can wear it as you pay it off monthly interest-free, any order that you place today. So you can add the Aquaman onto this. You can add the Boba Fett onto this. You can add the Disney piece onto this if you want to, right? Any order that you place that's over $499 qualifies for 12-month financing on the Evine card. That's the time to shop.
Oh, this is the time. I mean, look at this piece, too. So let's break this down. This is a very rare Sabacqua specialty. Now, Sabacqua specialty, still to this day, well over a decade ago, one of the most beautiful, the most complex, the most highly sought-after watches ever in our history. But now, which is typically a 52mm case size, we've done it at a 44mm case size. Who is this perfect for? Everybody.
Yeah.
Men can wear this, women can wear this, but now, dressing it up with 446 diamonds, almost 1.9 carats of gorgeous diamonds on this piece. It's upgraded to that precision mechanical automatic on the inside, so never worrying about batteries. And I love this one because you're going to wear it every single day.
Yep.
So just you wearing the watch powers the timepiece. Just wearing it powers the build. Plus, it's still built to well beyond true professional dive specifications. In fact, I think it's the deepest depth rating we've shown you so far during power play. 50 atmospheres, over 1,600 feet. So if you're going on the cruise, it's a cruise watch. You can wear this throughout the cruise. If, when we're in the Bahamas, if you want to disembark, I usually say jump off the ship, but then everybody makes fun of me for that. You can leave the ship. You can go on some excursions, take it scuba diving, snorkeling, bar hopping, whatever you want to do, and it's appropriate. That's what's really cool with this piece. You're going to wear it every single day. Look at that group right there.
So I just have to point this out. If you missed last night's show, we were allotted 150 out of the numbered limited edition in this brand new blue label last night. We now have 1 dozen remaining.
Pieces.
It's the first ever 38mm women's Octane ever designed, ever. It's the first ever women's blue label. It is a numbered limited edition and 1.35 carats of diamonds. Slightly smaller, completely different personality. But since we have our 12-month financing, I want to put these both out there for you.
There you go.
Because there will never be a better time to get either of these timepieces. And let's talk about value here. With just under 2 carats of diamonds in the #1 top-rated timepiece, this is a piece that should be selling for $2,600 all day long.
Yeah.
Right? Imagine being able to get this home on your wrist within about a week for right around $90.
Yeah, under $100.
If you have the Evine credit card, you can do that. I have 3 dozen left. 3 dozen in the specialties of Aqua, 1 dozen in the Blue Label. Christmas is under 3 months.
Oh, this is a Christmas watch.
Under 3 months, right? Well, I don't know that we're going to get a chance to get to
Do you know why?
Justin's pick.
Because One Glove Jeff picked it.
It could have something to do with being 73% off.
I can tell you what this is not.
What is it not?
In the box.
Well, this is never returning. This specific Russian diver in a bridge ghost movement in an automatic will never return. I have 1 handful in the gray bezel to the right. I have 4 dozen in the silver tone. That one's only price is the lowest price you will ever see this at. When we say goodnight in an hour and 5 minutes, the price goes up forever. 10 more ladies can get the first ever 38 millimeter Octane. If you're a collector, having the very first ever women's Octane ever designed, that's a big deal. Having the very first ever Blue Label. This is a lot of firsts.
And it is a unidirectional rotating bezel, so the bezel will line up. It's just whoever took this shot doesn't have it lined up.
332 diamonds for almost 1.5 carats.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Good luck in dialing. Well, this,
good luck.
You can kiss this. Good luck is right. You can kiss this one goodbye. There's Ryan.
What's up, bro?
What's going on? Who's chatting? Any questions?
A lot of people are chatting. Everybody's wanting to find out what's coming up in the box here soon. So just
give us a hint.
Tuned.
What's in the box?
An Invicta.
Oh!
Smarty pants. See,
You should have said a
normally
hot dog.
Justin gets his rear end in here really early and gets to do the what's in the box pick.
Wait, are you saying I wasn't here early?
We didn't let him get the what's in the box pick tonight. And I'll tell you what, there's a little competition going on. I think Ryan just might kick your butt in the what's in the box.
I think you fabricated this competition.
Just you wait.
About 30 minutes ago. There's no competition.
Right.
Look at that.
Sure. Okay, so this watch debuted in November, sold out in the blink of an eye. We got a few back in July, gone again. We were only able to get one of the 3 executions back in before Christmas. This is it. It's the 2-tone execution. Okay, this is a ridiculous price for this watch, right?
It's a ridiculous price.
Ridiculous.
And it's an important style for us, and I'm going to tell you why. First, for $98, you're doing great because it's that mechanical automatic. So precision-built machine being driven by gears and levers and machines, or gears and levers and you, basically, because as you're wearing this, it spins that rotor, which automatically winds up that mainspring. But now, the reason why this is extremely important, look at the functionality of this watch. Before this watch, hour, minutes, seconds, all being done with those hands, right? But now it's that triple disc configuration, so we call it the tri-disc. So working from the inner portion to the outer portion, this is your second disc that's moving right here, and that's red right here. Down here, you're going to have your minutes, and then you have your hours on that outer track. So think about what happens here. It's not just that precision instrument on the inside. Now it's heavy modifications. We were talking about that like with the disc configuration, even on the quartz with that DC piece that we started the show with. But now with the mechanical piece doing the same thing to get that accurate time. So this is a big piece for us. Yeah. This is a huge piece for us. The way that this has been done to multiple levels, the depth and dimension on here is crazy. At an anniversary price of $98, this is a must-have in everybody's collection. Or if you're just new to Invicta and you want to get into one of the more kind of unique boutique style builds, I would say this would be that watch for you.
You know, I'm thinking Christmas on this, right? Christmas is under 3 months. If you've got a collector in your life that has nothing like this, grab it.
Look at this.
With a 46 millimeter size and a slim profile of 15 millimeters, anyone can wear this. It does have the flame fusion crystal. It is 100 meters water resistant. It's on a bracelet. It's an automatic movement. Now, all of that list, the things I quickly listed off, those are all upgrades. They all add cost. So this, to me, does not add up to $98.99. It adds up much closer to that retail price of $259 for a watch like this.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anytime that you have any kind of departure really from how a traditional watch operates, you should really be adding a ton of cash on top of that because it's research and development, it's modification to get into these builds. Now, why is it classic? It's a pro diver case. This is where we relaunched the brand in 1991, but it's built to a 46 millimeter case size, and you have that iconic 3-link design on that bracelet, and it's solid. Nothing folded, nothing hollow. This is about quality and engineering coming together, building a beautiful build.
There is only one more hour remaining in our Invicta show. Killer buys. The chaos is causing chaos. we have a Magnum going down to the lowest price ever. If you missed it, last hour we announced that we will be broadcasting live from Comic-Con next Saturday. And with that, we did a pre-launch of the only Grand Octane ever done in our DC comic line, and that's available only for 1 more hour. All right, the runaway hit of the show. Yeah, the runaway hit of the show. This is Jason Taylor's Chaos. Never before have we even kind of sort of hit a price this low. This price is good for 1 more hour only, and then the price goes up forever. Forever. You'll never get a price this low or lower ever again. We are down to 6 dozen of each, black or blue. This is stunning. Brand new, 70% off. Yikes. Now, the purple abalone is almost gone. We only have a few dozen left. The red abalone is my favorite. It's like an autumn red abalone at $208.99. That will sell out this hour. And are you guys ready? We are going to offer the lowest price ever on a drenched in gold reserve level Bolt Zeus Magnum, black mother of pearl, or white mother of pearl. I am in awe over this new price. At $51.50, we can get that home. Well, Justin Zimmer's pushed to the side for this What's in the Box special. Ryan Johnson is taking, see, Justin doesn't think there's any competition. Competition is on.
There's always a little competition.
Justin's never done an entrance like that in a What's in the Box special. What did you think? Let us know what you think. So every once in a while, we get the buy of a lifetime. And Invicta decides to pretty much give it away in a dive case. We don't know what color your dive case will be, but we do know it will be a 3-slot, right?
Yes, that's right.
So that's a $50 value. Mm-hmm. Do you need some Christmas gifts? On your mark. Get set. Is Justin watching? I don't know where
you ready?
I think you took a break.
Have I told you my latest joke? Oh.
He's such a snot.
No? Okay. Everybody is dying on YouTube right now.
The competition is on.
Okay.
This is insane.
You ready?
If you need Christmas gifts, you better lock this down. I've never had a What's in the Box special not sell out, so let's see if you can sell this one out, Ryan.
So I have a great magic trick. And here we go. There we go.
Wow.
Here we go. Pro diver.
Not just any pro diver. This is one of the biggest pro divers ever.
Yes, it is. Well, we're talking about 52 millimeters. We've gone all the way up to 54, but this is a large 52 millimeter that you'll see on the strap variations. And so we'll go through the 2 different colors.
Wait, in a quartz chronograph?
Yeah, quartz chronograph. You have the impact case, and here's the deal. We're talking about the mystery dive case, and the mystery dive cases, I've bought a couple before. When I got into some of my grand divers, I didn't know what they were. And I was like waiting to see what dive case I got. So here we go.
All right, so here's the problem. There are 250 of these. Do you need barber gifts, hairdresser gifts, teacher gifts, coach gifts, brother gifts, dad gifts, graduate gifts? Imagine showing up to the graduation party at the end of the year, and this is on the graduate gift table. Do you know how much he's going to think you spent? And do you know what you're paying for this watch today? $14.99, because that dive case is a $50 value. Let's show you the choices. Let's take them out and show them the 2 choices, if we can. There's a black choice, there's a brown choice, and you've got to lock this down, guys, because on a value pay of $10, every groomsman, right? So this is based on the color of the strap.
That's correct.
Okay, so if you choose the black strap, you're going to get a steel case. If you choose the brown strap, you're going to get a steel case drenched in gold. I haven't seen a brown strap in forever.
That's actually the one I'm going to put on my wrist. So the brown and gold, love it. The black bezel, very easy to be able to read. That goes along with the larger Arabic numerals and even the triangular brick markers on the inside that gives that 3-dimensional effect. So we have a quartz chronograph variation. your AM PM indicator at that 3 o'clock position, and the chronograph, of course, timing up to 60 minutes amongst the 2 different subdials at the 6 and 9 o'clock position. We even include in that date window. And you know what? For those of you out there that have larger wrist sizes, look at this. I'm going to put the watch on my wrist. So I have a 6 3/4 inch wrist. So that's right where I'd wear it. I'm on the last notch.
So it's going to be too big for me.
You can maybe get down to about 6.5, but look at this. Look at how long the strap is. 9.5 inches can fit this watch.
Okay, I think Justin is in a hot sweat across the room.
Is he?
Yeah, I think this is going to sell out. So think about this. You have gifts that you need for employees for the holiday season. You have gifts that you need to give to your best clients. You have holiday dinners and you always give the gift at under $100. They're going to think you spent $200 to $300. Upgraded flame fusion crystal, upgrade to 100 meters water resistant, and honestly, one of the most easy to read timepieces of the entire night tonight. Now, we do not have a What's in the Box special for every show. We don't even have a What's in the Box special for every Power Play show. But when we do, don't expect it to ever return, and it definitely won't return for the holidays. So the only reason for the question mark on the box is we know you're getting a 3-slot dive case valued at $50. We just don't know what color it will be. So is Ryan playing this or is he playing this?
Yep.
I think he wants the fastest sellout on the What's in the Box special ever.
There you go. So I just got about 6 inches taller right there. I mean, these things are durable. That's why I was just proving right there. So I was just standing on top of the dive case. They're durable. They're a fantastic way to be able to store, organize, and of course, travel with your watches. Because a typical Invicta collector, I know all of you interacting on YouTube right now through the channel, when you're going out of town, even for a weekend, I was just out of town for a couple days, Monday and Tuesday, went up to the North Shore with Merritt. I brought about 3 different timepieces. So you never leave out of town with just one timepiece. Fantastic way to be able to do it. $49 value included in the price right over here, along with your color of the watch before they sell out.
It's also great, Ryan, for the new customer. To get it home, your investment is $10.83. $10.83. And then you get it home and you have 6 months to wear it as you pay it off monthly, interest-free. We're going to go down to Georgia, say hi to another one of our great customers, John, who I understand, John, you did a little shopping today.
A little.
How are you today?
So last night picked up the ladies' Octane Blue Label Diamond
Beautiful.
for the missus.
Yeah.
So had to grab Deadpool. Had to grab the Sub 5 in black and the specialty sandblasted.
Is this John the phone guy?
It is.
Yeah, John the phone guy.
All right. Yeah, I saw that you purchased this for her. Now, is it going to be a surprise for her, or does she know it's coming?
No, we watch this religiously. This is like our reality TV show.
Okay.
We're always tuned in. Oh, quick shout out, YouTube watchers. Hey. Invictaholics Facebook group. Good on you. But yeah, as far as so I hit 85. So 3 inbound. I think she's at 40 now. So it's getting a little crazy, but it's all right.
Now, are you and the missus going to be on the cruise, John?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Great. Well, John, we want to thank you so much. We have to kill the clock and go because the What's in the Box special is pretty much gone. But we do want to thank you so much for your call. We can't wait to see you on the cruise. Thanks for calling today. And, wow, we're going to have to check the books and see who has the fastest What's in the Box special sellout. I don't know. Justin's in a hot sweat over there. I know, but it's not about how fast, it's about how many dollars per minute you got.
Because of the change.
You're going through the change. See, I knew there was some menopause stuff happening with you. I just knew it.
When a man gets to a certain age.
Yeah. Okay, that's a different show altogether. Maybe you can join Kimberly and Eli after dark.
Hot dogs.
By the way, look at the markdown on this Bolt Quartz chronograph. Now, this has abalone underneath all of the layers. The flashes of abalone in this watch are so cool. Brand new markdown, lowest price ever, clearance. So when this is gone, it's gone forever. Black ionic plating, and then you choose black with the blue. That is to the right of the screen, black green to the left, and black red. I have a dozen right there in the middle. Wrong watch. I knew that was going to happen. I saw it coming in the preview monitor. Wrong watch with that graphic. So are we talking about the chaos or are we talking about the venom? I think the chaos. So that venom's going to come up a little bit later in the hour.
The chaos is what's in the box.
So chaos himself, Mr. Justin Zimmer.
Yeah.
What did you think of that What's in the Box special?
Pretty special. And that's all I have to say about that.
In other words, no comment, because it was so good.
That was my
Now,
comment.
you're going to have a lot to live up to in your next What's in the Box special, sir.
I'll live up to it right now.
Well,
JT Chaos.
We promise you
in
some
the box
chaos today. This Jason Taylor-inspired timepiece is today, and only today, this hour for the next 50 minutes, available at the lowest price you will ever see it at. We'll never go lower. We'll never match this price again. At 72% off, it is the one watch in this 2-hour show that should never be a once only. And a once only is, in fact, a one-shot deal. You have this hour and this hour only to get the lowest price ever. And how many do we have total, Dave? I believe we're close to... Oh, yeah, we're over half sold out.
But if you want the blue...
We're over half gone.
The blue will be gone first.
Will it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is a Jason Taylor numbered limited edition. It comes in Jason Taylor's 3-slot dive case. And if you've always wanted the chaos, today is the only day you will have to lock in this price. Why is this timepiece so loved?
I mean, it's about the complexity of the watch. You know, we were talking about this last hour, too. It's one from our Imperious line that we designed many, many years ago. Of course, we kind of discontinued the Imperious line. Maybe at some point we'll bring that back. We've brought back a lot of those styles under the Invicta Reserve line. Big deal. But one that we have never brought was the JT Chaos. And I'm just going to say it. It's because of me. That's why it's here. Now you can take advantage of the style. It's back because of me. It wasn't going to be built again. I brought it up in a meeting, and they said, you know what, we talked about it. We decided not to do it. I said, we have to do it. We have so many collectors that missed out on the sophisticated design. Let's do it. What's really fun is that it's back in a JT series, which means it's a numbered limited edition. So that's really up in the stakes here because we can only build so many, and then it's retired. So 999 pieces built for the world. But what it's about is that intricate dial design. You can see through this, so you can see the inner workings of the piece. Gorgeous unidirectional rotating bezel. A case design that is beautifully machined out of solid steel. Crown and function pushers done right. It's a triple screw down system on here as well. And then you get into that bracelet design. And this is the one that everybody is looking for because it has the contrast with the pins that really showcases the beauty and the art of what the Chaos execution is. So this is the blue.
It is such a class act. I don't care which color you get. By the way, now that we're kind of at the top of the hour, I do want to remind you that for this anniversary, we have in play 12-month financing for any of you placing orders over $499.
Cool.
So if you are getting one of each of these, maybe you're adding in the Diamond Disney, maybe you're adding in the Octane, although I don't know if there's
Disney piece?
any left or not. If at checkout your order is over $499, and if you're placing your order on the Evine credit card, 12-month financing. And if you make those minimum monthly payments and pay your order off in full within 12 months, they're interest-free just like Value Pay. By the way, I'm being told that the first and only ever...
is it gone?
38 millimeter. Well, we're talking about two different things here. So the What's in the Box special is sold out. The What's in the Box special is sold out. The 38 millimeter blue label Octane 6. First ever 38 millimeter for the
That's big for the high carat diamond piece. But Dave, too, if we could pop up that Disney piece from last hour, because I think there's just a few of those left. That, I mean, we've never understood the price on that because that's 35 points of diamonds on that Disney piece for a steal of a deal. So if you want to give the gift of diamonds at crystal pricing, that's the way you do it. And it's a numbered limited edition. Here's that JT Chaos on the wrist. Look at that bracelet. That is sophisticated design at its finest, built to true professional dive specs. Just imagine wearing this on your wrist for $33.16. Now, I would suggest, because this is a piece of history, this is a piece of artwork that is a numbered limited edition, I would grab both. The blue and the black execution. At $198.99, we have lost our minds. This is a $700 masterpiece that we have taken down to that price for a once-only opportunity.
So if this is the only watch you're buying tonight, I want to talk about Value Pay, especially to the new customer. If you are looking at this piece thinking, Oh, my word. That is drop dead gorgeous. I have to get it home. If you call and order it on your major credit card, your investment to get it home is right here. It's $33.16. You get it home. If you don't love it, send it back. Give a 30-day money-back guarantee. I think you're going to be blown away. I think even if you're used to buying $2,000, $10,000, $15,000 watches, I think when you get it home, you're going to go, how did this happen? How did I get so lucky? Who is this brand? This watch is outstanding. You get it home for $33 and change, and guess what? Get it sized and wear it. Over the next 6 months, as you wear it, you get to pay it off monthly interest-free. It's not layaway. It stays away with you. And if you do have a number of pieces that you're choosing and your total purchase price is over $499, you can take advantage of 12-month financing. Now, you need to have the credit card, Evine's credit card, to do that. You can call us right now and apply for one. If you're approved for that Evine credit card over the phone lines, and you likely will be, you can use it tonight. There are only 3 more days left in the anniversary. We are pulling out all of the stops today, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'm only with you one more day tomorrow because then I head to New York City.
Okay.
Because if you missed the announcement last hour, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Comic-Con event in New York City at the Invicta booth next Saturday and next Sunday.
How cool is that? I always wanted to go,
cool.
never made it. Now we're doing it. This is going to be big.
Yeah.
Big. It's going to be big. Let's look at the bracelet.
I love the black. I know you're loving the blue. I'm loving on the black.
Yeah, I'll try on the black here in just a second, too. Look at the sophisticated bracelet design. Multiple different designs. You know, a lot of the watches you see, just 3-link designs. All the links are the same, maybe different finishing techniques. But check this out. The links are different sizes, different shapes, different finishing techniques. So here you have kind of a 3-link design. The center portion, though, is that larger design. The center of that is done in that kind of industrial finish, and then you have brushed finishing. But now, as you go up, you completely change the design of the link starting right here. And then, in between the links, as they start to get larger, you have those pins and the screws holding that together, almost kind of like in this area like the Sea Spider, but done not in the poly material, but in the premium stainless steel design. And then look at the finishing techniques on this. Beautiful mirror polishing on this exaggerated, you know, we call it a gear style design. I mean, that's really what it's about. I mean, we have the gear head in the Imperious design that we've ported over too, but here that huge gear design that's completely meticulously mirror polished all the way around, and then you have that unidirectional rotating bezel that's very easy to read because that 60-second scale, look at how high that is. That's machined out of that steel and then completely mirror polished. That's what it's about on this piece. So the blue, I think, is going to be gone here very shortly.
Let me give you an update, okay? So people don't get mad at us. 30 in the blue.
30 pieces.
Racing toward 50 in the black. And we started last hour with 300 of them.
Yeah.
We had 300 last hour. We will never be able to replicate this. This is a number limited edition.
Yeah, that's
when they're
cool.
gone, they're gone. This is the lowest price ever. Your value pay of $33.16 is only good for today. And when Justin and I say goodnight with Ryan in an hour and 42 minutes, all of the once-only prices are off the table. So the Russian Diver Ghost with the bridge movement, that's off the table, right? Oh, you know what else is happening?
Well, in about 45 minutes, I'm going to hang out.
You are.
With Lynn.
The DC Comic Grand Octane also goes on hold.
That's right.
So we introduced the first ever Grand Octane from DC Comics and Invicta at the top of the hour. It was a pre-release. It's in Aquaman, Batman, Superman, and The Flash. And in 42 minutes, you will no longer be able to get it. So if you missed it last hour, grab it. We also launched a brand new Deadpool last hour.
Yep.
And that's going to be it, guys, until Comic-Con. Saturday, 3 p.m. Is it 3 p.m. Eastern?
So cool.
4 p.m.
I
Eastern?
believe so, yeah.
It's right
3
around
p.m.
there.
East.
By the way, if you haven't joined us on our Facebook pages or on Instagram yet, do it. Because Justin and I have a lot of things we're going to be posting leading up to Comic-Con. We are going to be behind the scenes at Comic-Con, meeting, I'm certain, some of your very favorite cosplayers, your actors, your comic illustrators as well. We're going to be live there all Saturday, all Sunday. We might get to dip our toe in the water on Friday as well. So on Instagram, I am Kendi TV host, Kendy TV host. On Instagram, Justin is being, B-E.
Being.
I-N-G, being.
Not Bing.
Zimmer, not Bing.
I didn't know that was
Zimmer,
an issue.
Z-I-M-M-E-R.
Being.
And you can follow all of our travels to Comic-Con. And
Yeah.
Ryan Johnson is easy. Invicta Ryan. Super, super,
Ryan
super
Johnson's
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
It is. He's not that easy.
Oh, he's not that easy, but he's...
I wouldn't know how easy he was, except for his Instagram is easy to access because it's Invicta Ryan. And he's blushing. So now I'm sure it's going to be big chatter on the YouTube chat about how easy are you, Ryan? Ryan is on our YouTube channel right now chatting.
He says he's not that easy.
With everyone. No, he's not easy at all. But his Instagram account is easy to access.
I don't know what's happening here.
Invicta Ryan.
Made a
Okay,
quick
so update, last call, minute and a half. My guess is that black's going to catch up. It's going to sell out first.
Well, I mean, there's
I
only
love
a couple
the
of blue. I would
Yeah.
grab them both. This is that right place, right time, situation for $198.99. Keep in mind that's already a steal. It's a $700 watch, but it chips in that custom Jason Taylor 3-slot case. That is a $50 value. That's placing you, if you factor that in, but $150 for this watch, which this has no business being anywhere near that price. Just think about what you see out at retail, even for $198.
Yeah.
Nothing with the sophisticated design like this piece. You want to upgrade your wrist game, you do it with this one. You want to look great doing it, you do it with the execution that's completely done in that gold tone with those beautiful, once again, those pins, massive structures running through that bracelet. But the dial, extremely impressive on this one as well.
Last call forever.
Look at that.
At this price. We can never replicate this price. We will never offer this at a lower price.
Black
it is
or
a
blue?
numbered limited edition, so my guess is that we will never see this again. By Jason Taylor in the 3-slot dive case. The only chaos I think that we currently have for you, completely drenched in gold. And we love Jason Taylor. 15 blue, 30 black.
Well, they're pretty much gone.
If it's in
Check
your
out of
shopping
carts.
cart, you have got to check out of your shopping cart.
Nice.
So we have a lot of items that are on the edge. The Blue Label's on the edge. The Disney's on the edge.
I'm on
the
the
Russian
edge.
Diver Ocean Ghost is, or the Russian Diver, Ghost Automatic is on the edge. So this is our other once only. I have 2 dozen only in the silver tone. Lowest price ever. That price goes up forever when we say goodnight. That's a $500.
That's a beautiful watch. That's what that is.
$500 watch for $138.99. A couple dozen left on your market set
Jeff's
dial.
pick. One glove Jeff.
One glove Jeff. Look at Jeff's watch today. Fancy boy.
Is that a new glove, Jeff, or do
Fancy
you wear the
schmancy.
same one?
Oh, I change out everything.
Well, if you have any questions, Ryan is on YouTube. We're going to bring Ryan out here again in another minute and chat with him. If you have any questions, let us know. Jeff is going to Comic-Con with us.
Nice.
What do you want to see at Comic-Con? What are you looking forward to the most?
To be honest, I have no idea.
No idea. No idea what to expect?
Come on, you have a
Probably
kind
the
of a
pretty
thought.
ladies in costumes is my guess.
That's it. That's it.
Are you going to
That's
wear a
it.
cape, Jeff?
Maybe.
How about the one-gloved caped wonder, Jeff?
I think just the glove. I mean, it's his identity.
Well, he's got to wear more than just the glove. I don't want to get
Well, I mean,
kicked
I
out.
think you should wear normal attire with the glove, to be clear. I don't think you should wear just the glove. I mean, it's weird.
Okay, we are
In fact, I don't think he's going to get in the door that way.
I'm going to give you your Minnesota purple. I love
Purple's gone.
this watch. 2 dozen purple, 75 red.
Shopping
this is
early.
brand new. It is absurdly priced. It is the #1 top-selling Sabacqua Noma ever, the Sabacqua Noma 3. For the first time ever seeing it in the purple abalone. Look at the blue shooting through that. That's been hugely popular. 20 left. My pick is the red. And let me tell you why. This is unlike the other red abalones that we've done before. In that, to me, the mother of pearl subdials give the red more of an autumn red feel, more of that spicy red than the cool red that we've seen in the past in the red abalone.
Pumpkin spice.
70, it's not pumpkin spice. 70, not everything is pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice.
What I think is so interesting is everyone in Florida loves pumpkin spice. Those of us in Minnesota are saying, no, not yet. It can't be pumpkin spice season yet, can it?
I hope the snow flies soon. I'm ready.
Oh, Lord. Okay, look. This to me is a cross between brown and red mother of pearl.
I mean, I think you're right, because you have not only abalone, but black mother of pearl for the subdial. So I think it's really kind of bringing out a little bit more of the dark tones in the abalone. So it's extremely unique, by the way. This is something we've only done a couple of times in our history. And keep in mind, we're pushing 200 years in the watch industry, placing two very unique materials on one dial on one of the most famous executions ever in the Sub-Aqua series, the Sub-Aqua Noma 3. This is all about upgraded style and sophistication. Plus, going even further, completely covering the watch in that gold tone, and then mirror polishing it. So right there, just the mirror polished version of the Sub 3 is very rare and highly sought after. But now it's done in the gold. Now you have the abalone with black mother of pearl. This is built to the original 50 atmospheres of water resistance. If you're just joining us, what does that mean? That means it's built like a tank. True professional dive spec starts at 20 atmospheres. It's a little bit over 600 feet. This is over 1,600 feet of water resistance. Cruise watch? Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
You want to get into one of the more rare versions that have ever been built in the Sub 3, you grab this.
Well, and there were only 150 of these built. Will we get this back for the holidays? Unlikely. So I'm going to vote all day long, unless you love football in Minnesota, or unless purple's your thing, and the purple's almost gone. I'm going to absolutely vote for the red, because it's beyond red. There are golds. In fact, I'm wearing it with this kind of like this pinkish wine sweater, which, by the way, if you love the sweater that I'm wearing, it's available online. The call center representatives do have the item number for it. But I'm seeing flashes of maroon. I'm seeing flashes of wine, of brown, of red, of pink, of peach, of gold. To me, it is a perfect cross between red abalone and brown abalone and all of the colors together. And I think it is the mother of pearl subdials that give this that richer, warmer look.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely, hands down. So think about this. You know, we talk about limited kind of productions, or it's not a numbered limited edition, right? But because of this material, it's a one of a kind, and that's because of the materials you have. So right away, abalone, no two pieces will be exactly the same, and the same with the black mother of pearl. So we're really taking the highest quality materials, in this case, not only the abalone from that sea snail, that sea mollusk, but also the black mother of pearl on the subdial. So here's why we're doing this too. Not only to up the game and make it look great on your wrist, but it gives you a beautiful contrast so you can very easily read the subdials. This is powered by that Ronda Z60 once again. So it's a quartz chronograph, day-date complication, so you can really see everything on this build.
I'm going to see if Ryan can go over to the monitor. Do you mind going to the monitor on this,
or does he want to go to the big one, the big screen?
Whatever
the
one.
Boom big screen?
That's not my call. And in the meantime, as we figure out where we're going to put Ryan, we're going to quickly go to the phone lines and say hello to Tom out in Florida. Tom, welcome to the program. How are you tonight, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
Terrific. Tell us what you're shopping for.
I got that Jason Taylor watch you just had on, the blue one.
Lucky man.
I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, you got the price of a lifetime tonight, sir.
Yes, I did. I'm up to 33 now.
Excellent. Terrific.
Yeah. I'm doing pretty good.
Well,
I gave my sister a couple of them I bought from y'all. She's really enjoying them. She's showing it off to the people at work. She's so happy.
Oh, I love that, Tom. Well, Tom, thank you for sharing your Invictas. We so appreciate hearing from you tonight. We're going to have RJ. RJ, is this your first time at the big monitor?
Nope.
Nope?
Second.
Do you feel like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I was on with Todd earlier.
So,
yeah.
Second time.
Yeah, second time. Still getting used to it. So, yes,
Todd was your first.
Here we have that 50 millimeter, that beautifully polished Sub-Aqua Noma 3 that's been around for about 10 years. You can just see that brilliant polish that goes along all the way out here. A little bit of a beveled edge for that flame fusion crystal that's a part of the watch. And then, of course, the subdials are actually that grade A mother of pearl. But then, of course, you get that beautiful red abalone shell. And like Kendi had mentioned before, it's almost sort of like those autumn fall colors that you'll find out there on the leaves. Little hints of sort of a yellow, a little bit of the brown that's incorporated, and then the different shades of red make all the way around this entire timepiece, of course, with that Ronda Z60 underneath both the beautiful abalone shell and the mother of pearl subdials.
Well, we are down to single digits in the purple, so you Minnesota football fans, check out your shopping carts. In the red, we are now down to a few dozen remaining. If you would like it, it is the #1 top-selling style of Sabaqua in the history of Invicta. And though it's large, our Invicta representative Jill Summerstein, she wears a full-size Sabaqua number 3 on a bracelet all the time.
A lot of collectors. 50 millimeters. Keep in mind, we were talking about this before. The vast majority of those exciting styles in that 50 millimeter range. So I think a lot of people enjoy these.
Fantastic. All right, Ryan, what's going on YouTube, buddy? Any questions?
You know what? We were talking a lot earlier just about some of the different collections out there, how many people have, and it was fun to be able to see some of the numbers out there, too. People talking about the cruise, people talking about visiting you guys at Comic-Con here this coming weekend. So you guys have to be ready to see some of the Invicta and also the big character fans out there.
Well, we have a classic Venom. A Venom that's been on the air for many, many years, but it has been MIA for about 10 months. Not only is it back, drenched in gold, but it's back at now the lowest price ever. We'll be getting to that a little bit later in the show at $51.50. I also want to remind you, and maybe, Dave, we can give some updates from last hour a little bit later. I want to know if the Blue Label's still available, if our Disney's still available.
The Disney piece.
How we're doing on the Octane. Okay. Here's an announcement. If you missed last hour, we did announce that we're going to Comic-Con. We did a pre-release, an exclusive, limited time pre-release of the first ever Grand Octane from the Invicta DC comic line in Aquaman, Batman, Superman, and The Flash. In 30 minutes from right now, it is off the table, and it will, at the earliest, be re-released during Comic-Con on Saturday.
Yeah, that's awesome. So much fun. So if you want to get the character you really love, you got to order that tonight.
Now. Or the Deadpool piece.
Before it's gone. The Deadpool piece,
the Marvel Deadpool piece that we introduced today. Okay, I love this watch.
Yeah, buckle up now.
Do. Yeah. This, like the chaos, is going to cause some chaos. Because we have never, ever, ever offered a completely drenched in gold bracelet version of the Bolt Zeus Magnum in a reserve level timepiece. We've never done it with mother of pearl at a price even kind of sort of this low. In fact, I don't even know how you choose, because as much as I adore the black mother of pearl in this is the only white mother of pearl Bolt Zeus Magnum ever done.
You know, we love black mother of pearl, but that is crisp.
That's
and you're going to notice a lot of times in this, Ryan was talking about the upgraded mother of pearl that we utilize. Typically, when you get into white mother of pearl, it's very hard to see that orient. It almost looks like a paint or something, like a lacquer that's been done on the dial, but this is such high quality. As I move the watch around, you can still see the greens and the pinks and the yellows that pop out of that dial. That is about quality on this piece. But look at this. This is an over $1,100 watch for this price, $308.99, and it's the full variation on the bracelet. If you are a collector, this is a must-have. You do not want to pass on this one. If you don't have a Magnum yet to go on the cruise, I think this one's got a spot in a dive case.
This is not only one of the most sophisticated watches ever built, but in this specific execution, it's also one of the most beautiful. Not all sophisticatedly engineered pieces are beautiful. This is jaw-droppingly gorgeous, and it's that combination of the gold and the quality of the mother of pearl. Invicta has the privilege of being in partnership with us. We are in partners with many gem dealers, and many, many years ago, Invicta didn't do gem watches, ever. Now that they are a true partner for 17 years with Evine, we have put them in connection with many gem dealers, so when you see mother of pearl, we're talking grade A. We're talking the finest quality. Look at that. Look at it. It looks like a lightning storm. It looks like, what is it? Heat lightning. Did you see all the heat lightning about a month ago or so?
Kendi, Cheryl wants to see the watch in your 6-inch wrist.
Which one? The black or the white?
The white or the black mother of pearl?
Either one. Either one. Just the fit.
Right.
Just
so Cheryl, I have a 6-inch wrist.
Yep.
My measurement of my actual wrist is 6 inches. I normally wear a 6.5 to 7-inch bracelet. This is the beauty of the Magnum. Though it is huge and heavy, The curvature on this, look at this. It almost looks like it was custom made for my wrist.
I mean, it's you know, the curve, when I start showing you the case design, you're going to see that that is all one solid piece of steel that's machined this way. But yes, it has that maximum amount of curvature that fits around your wrist beautifully on this one. But it goes beyond that, too. I mean, I reached out to the production manager, the production designer on this build. It is modeled, and this is a beast. It's modeled after machines on the battlefield. That's why you're getting into the style. And it's built like a tank. But now you have two different movements, but it's not like that watch where you've seen before where it's extremely wide from the 3 to the 9 with the two movements. Here you have the main movement, which is at Ronda, the Swiss-made variation of the Z60 on the main portion, day-date complication chronograph, all that fun stuff, very highly sought-after movement. But now at the 6 o'clock position, we have attached essentially an additional module. That's another Swiss movement. That's around a 1042. You can see the screws holding that in place, and mother of pearl on that dial as well. So when you look at this, think about it this way. Everything on this watch is custom built for this one watch. Now, how is that different than the vast majority of watches you see? Everything's the same, right? Everything is interchangeable. Why? Because it's cheaper. Here, everything is manufactured just for this build. Look at the depth and dimension on the sides of the watch, the sides of the case. Now, typically when Ryan and I are talking about depth and dimension, it's the dial work. Really well known for that. But now, the depth and dimension is taking place where we're removing a lot of this material from the case and then mirror polishing a lot of the bigger elements here so it pops beautifully. And you guys get this at home already. I mean, this is Reserve. You see that Invicta Reserve badging, you know you're doing the right thing. You're getting into design, engineering, architecture that's pushing the, pushing the edge of what's possible in the industry. But now, this event only $308.99. Think about it this way. You can place the most highly sought-after Bolt Zeus Magnum, the bracelet version, on your wrist for 6 value pays of $51.50. Definitely the time to do that.
Well, and this is the only white mother of pearl in a Bolt Zeus Magnum ever. It against the yellow gold is a knockout. Justin has the black mother of pearl. It's a completely different feel. It's also fantastic. But that price, this price on a strap with a Sunray dial would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
everything in here.
Seriously. So I'm waiting for the day that Invicta decides to maybe do this in a women's version, because I know for a lot of ladies, because of the 20 millimeter thickness, you won't step into this. But again, you have to keep in mind, I have a pretty tiny wrist. We're going to quickly go back to the phone lines, this time out to Oklahoma. Say good evening to Max. Max, welcome to Power Play.
Well, thank you. Thank you for taking me on your program. I really enjoy it. I have a collection probably of 30 to 35 of your watches, and I have a couple of abalone, both the green and the red abalone dials. And I also have, I like the skeleton watches. I have several of those also. So, and just in general, I really like it. And this evening, I've already bought 652-970. Just kind of waiting now to get it back here in Oklahoma. And it's a nice cool day here. Fall days starting to set in. So really enjoy your program. I enjoy both of you. I've listened to it. My wife says, I know when the TV shows come on, the watches are coming on, because that's what you watch for several hours. So I really enjoy your program. Thank you all for taking a call. And can't make it on the cruise this year, but maybe next year. I'll be retired by then.
Terrific.
So, so
Max,
thank you for taking my call.
Thank you so much for your call. We so appreciate it. And don't forget, next Saturday, this coming Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern for 3 hours, we're broadcasting live from the floor, from the Invicta booth at Comic-Con. Invicta's never shown at Comic-Con because this is really the first year. Do you know that it was exactly 1 year ago that we launched Marvel on the beach in Cabo, Mexico?
That's so
Do you remember that? Every piece sold out to the piece. So this is a relatively new partnership between Marvel and DC Comics and Invicta. Huge to be able to get on the floor of Comic-Con and broadcast live. And we might have some special guests joining us. Some designers, some artists.
Oh, not me.
They say cosplayers, right? Cosplayers.
Yeah.
You never know who you're going to find on our live broadcast. We don't even know yet, do we?
I think they're still working it out.
Excited?
I'm excited. Are you kidding me? Absolutely. I'm going to have a great time. I'm probably going to get in trouble.
I'm not letting Justin near the dirty hot dogs for 24 hours before the show.
You know what? I think that joke I think it's run its course, because when you start calling it dirty hot dogs, I don't know if this is
I did. The customer did.
I feel like it's time to move on.
And Todd's going to be there Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. No more hot dogs. Pizza.
Poor guy. I got him scared to death of hot dogs. So the Bold Zeus Magnum is one of those pieces that's rare also because the first renditions, and this is one of them, actually didn't have a bolt cable.
Yeah, no, this is the original design,
Yeah.
you know, and really the fascinating thing here, and I can really talk to about the magical price that we see here. When this originally was released, we couldn't even show these on air, and that was like, I think it was closer to like $6.99 or something like that for the bracelet execution, and it's because all of the collectors were waiting for this piece. It took a full year to bring it back, but check this out. We're at $308.99. That's an over $1,100 watch, biggest value on a Magnum to date.
All right, good luck in dialing. It is now officially last and final call on the chaos. Enough of the chaos, Justin.
It's enough.
Jason Taylor's chaos is just about sold out. I do want to remind you that it's once only priced, which means that in 20 minutes the price will go up forever. The blue is gone.
Okay.
So you beat me to the punch there. In the black, the final 20 to be exact. If you would like it, $33.16 gets it home. And the Russian Diver, also last call. Take a look. Here's our only other once only of the show. We are down to the final 30 at 73% off. Not only is this price going to go up forever in 20 minutes, but this is last call forever on this. This is the final quantities of this specific 52mm Russian Diver Ghost with a bridge automatic movement, fully skeletonized. This is a $500 timepiece that you are getting home on a value pay of $23.17.
Yeah, I mean, this is really cool. First off, it's a rare execution of the Russian Diver. It's that newer kind of industrial build. It's still large. I mean, you know, originally the Russian Diver was a large watch. This is a 52mm case size, almost 20 millimeters thick, but it has different lines to the case, and you're going to notice the bezel's a little bit different, where it's a little bit more slim. It has a coin edge texture. Typically with the Russian Diver, it sits higher up off the case, but it's fixed here. It's that really cool unidirectional rotating bezel that everybody looks for. Luminous hour markers, globe luminous markers, but then you get into that ghost design. Now, a ghost design is where you can completely see through the watch. I'm not talking about a mechanical or mechanical automatic that is slightly skeletonized. Some areas are removed. This is a bridge movement, and by bridge I mean running from the 3 o'clock to the 9 o'clock position. It is making that bridge design. Now, it's typically made in two variations: mechanical, which means you have to wind it, and then mechanical automatic, which means it has that guillotine style rotor like this one. So this is an automatically winding mechanism. Now, within those two, it's either a decorated or non-decorated. This is a once only price, keep in mind, but you also have the decorated variation. So all of the material that remains highly decorated. It's about taking everything that's required for that movement to operate and condensing it into that bridge design, which in the world of watches is ridiculously expensive and hard to achieve. So here you can see that mainspring right here. That's storing all of that energy, and then right here is the regulated release of all of that stored energy, driving the mechanics of this build. Now check this out real quick too. In the crown, you have that seahorse design, right? That's actually floating inside that. Now what's really cool on this too, my pants are too loose, Al? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I need tighter pants.
No, Al was saying he likes your pants.
No, your pants.
Oh, I thought it was your pants.
No, I'm pretty sure it's your pants.
Are you sure? Maybe
was
it was
your
Ryan's
pants?
Maybe it's all our
Whose
pants.
pants?
Whose pants?
But
Everybody's
honestly,
pants.
I don't know why you're looking at my pants. But
By the way,
Ryan and
Al's going to be producing next hour. Lynn Shockers
should be
coming
fun.
up.
Yeah, it should be fun. Ryan and I actually have this watch in different color executions. I wear it all the time. I love this piece. But for $138.99,
and they both
this
have
is the way to do it.
tight
I'm not wearing my tight pants tonight, though.
Do you know who sold Ryan Johnson his first Russian Diver?
I thought you were going to say tight pants.
I had nothing to do with selling tight pants.
That's a no. Ryan said he confirmed no.
No. Next week, the boys in tight pants. This is gone, pretty much gone. All right, so we have fewer than 20. Good luck in dialing.
Ooh, this diamond piece.
All right, so I'm going to let Justin take a little break. He's going to be back with the last live look at the pre-launch of the DC comic Octane. This diamond watch sells out every single solitary time it is on the air. You will get the 3-slot Disney dive case. You will get over a third of a carat of genuine diamonds. We are down to the final handful. 4 dozen, the final 4 dozen. Oh, I'm going to show it to you live. So you're going to get this number limited edition Disney piece. We are getting down to the very final quantities forever. If you would like it, for the woman who loves her Disney, this is one of only a few diamond Disney timepieces that Evine has ever been able to offer. It is 641855. Full 5-star reviews, and I think it's been off the air for like 8 months. It's been a long time, which means we will likely not see this again before Christmas. 38 millimeters. And do we have any of the blue label left, guys, by the way? Oh, and if you want the 38 millimeter Octane, we have 2 left. Last night we did the worldwide launch of the first ever women's 38 millimeter Octane. 2 left. Almost, well, over a third in a carat. All right, take a look at your clearance site. This is one of our MVPs. And you chose it as your MVP. Nothing about the price on your screen makes sense with this watch. Now, I will tell you, this is a clearance item. That means that these 3 executions will never be back again, and this is the lowest price you're going to find. So if you love that green, the black green, all black ionic plating with a green abalone, I have 150. But the black red, like this many, okay, and the black blue, which is my favorite execution, only about 30 pieces remaining. Having fun chatting over there, sir?
I am. I'm trying to keep up.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of activity tonight, and so thank you to all of you who've been watching on Evine through YouTube. So it's evine.com/powerplay. If you want to interact with some of the community out there, they're having great conversations going on.
Are they excited about Comic-Con?
They're excited about Comic-Con. They're excited about the upcoming cruise. You know, they're talking about what watches they're going to be bringing, if they're going to be bringing their magnums out on the cruise. So yeah, there's a lot going on.
All right, so in this black and red, the final 2. So I'm going to be taking that off. The under part of the dial, the lowest part of the dial that's peeking through, that's abalone.
Yep.
So if you choose the black red, red abalone. Last call. If you choose the black blue, I love this one. Red abalone, look at that. And if you choose the black green, it's that green abalone that peeks up beneath all of the layers on the dial. Ryan, when you talk about details and plating and all of the elements that are involved, and you look up at this price, it's kind of crazy.
Well, it truly does, and that's just not one payment. That is a full price, but you can divide it out amongst 6 value pays to get into this watch. The Bolt collection now, in my opinion, has become part of what I call the Fabulous 5 collections at Invicta.
Okay.
We had the Fantastic 4 before, the Core 4, which are the Pro Diver, Sub Aqua, the Lupa, and also the Russian Diver. But the Bolt, we've been putting a lot of effort in. We put a lot of investment in. We're continuing to design within the Bolt collection where we have that signature cable that goes around the bezel of the watch. So it's very unique in the watch industry, and we're continuing to do so, and we'll keep on making more. So this watch, being at 52 millimeters, is a little bit larger than a lot of the watches. But look at the level of detail when we talk about the intricacy and design just for the bezel alone, all the plating that's been done, and it's just not an ordinary dial in a couple different respects. You'll see the abalone shells Kendi had mentioned, and then the plate that goes over that adds in the 3 different registers for this quartz caliber movement for your AM/PM indicator and also your 60-minute chronograph. Then the bracelet is more of a classic design, 3-link design, but look at this, Kendi. I can lift up my hand and not even unclasp, as you'll see right down here. Look at how generous.
There's so much room.
I mean, we're talking about a 10-inch wrist can fit this watch. It's one of our most generous bracelet variations we've had before. We've had customers that say, you know, I have a 9-inch wrist. We're a little bit larger. We're trying to accommodate that as much as possible for you with both our straps and of course our bracelets.
The choice on your screen right now is black-green with the green cabling, which we've only seen a few times, and it's that abalone under the surface. So as this watch moves, you'll see the flashes of the greens and the blues and the golds. That's all genuine natural abalone. Now, the one that I have is your black-blue. It's super cool. In fact, it almost looks like a Marvel piece. It almost looks like a superhero piece, but it's not. So if you love this color combination, but you're really not into the whole comic thing, it is now last call with only 2 dozen available in the black blue. And can we show that one too, guys, before the time is out? Because I just want to get the last call on. There it is. Only 2 dozen remaining in the black blue, and that's the red abalone that is beneath. Huge watch. Incredible finishing, a bazillion elements brought together, but it's on clearance. And we don't show you clearance items very often. This is a clearance item, which means once gone, forever gone. We can never repeat this value again. So next hour, Lynn Shocker's Waiting in the Wings with Justin. They have all different watches. Power Play is a show, a separate entity. We're here for you every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern for 2 hours. We did the launch of the only ever full-size Grand Octane in the DC comic line to kind of pre-release some of the things that you might see at Comic-Con when we broadcast live from there on Saturday. We're going to give you one more look-see on that, but all of the other items are incredibly limited right now. I know the blue Octane, the diamond piece, did sell out. I think we do have a few left of the Specialty Sabacqua diamond piece. And remember, any order that you place that's over $499, it can be in one watch or multiples. Any order that you place, if you're over $499, you instantly qualify for 12-month financing when you use the Evine credit card. So if you don't have the Evine credit card yet, you can call us right now and apply for it. If you're approved for that Evine credit card, you can use it on those orders of $499 to take your orders out to 12 months. All right, so Ms. Lynn Shocker, there's Justin. I wondered where he went, hanging out on the couch.
I've been on the couch the whole time.
I had to sneak him just for a little bit, you guys. Hi. Okay, really fun, exciting 2 hours coming your way. What it's all about is introducing you to brand new items that have never before been seen, and then saying goodbye to a couple in our second hour. Justin and I are going to take you shopping, and come on in, because this is where we're going to start the top of our first hour together. It's this beautiful, brand new...
Wait till you see the price.
Yeah? What do you mean?
On this one.
Do you want to tell them what it is right now?
Do you want to, or do you want to wait? Let's wait.
You think we should wait?
I think we should.
2 different color variations, and we've never done this timepiece before ever in these beautiful colors. We have the green and we have the champagne brown. It is all Swiss movement. We're super excited about it, and yes, you sure you want to tell them right now?
I don't think we should say it. Full Venom.
Okay, we'll wait.
Completely mirror polished, really cool dial color.
Okay, wait for that.
And that's
coming
just
up.
one piece.
It's a jam-packed 2 hours.
Do we keep going?
No, wait. We'll turn it back over to these two at the side. So we'll see you in about 10 minutes, guys.
Thanks, guys. Well, if you missed the very, very top of this Power Play show, we announced that we will be visiting Comic-Con in New York City next Saturday and next Sunday. Not just visiting, but Invicta will have their very first booth with very special guests and artists, and we were invited to broadcast live from their booth on the floor of Comic-Con. So we will begin that journey next Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. In order to make that announcement, we debuted a pre-release that we're going to share with you during that show. Now, this watch is only going to be made available for the next 8 minutes.
Yep.
8 minutes, that's it. And then it's going to be put on hold until our Comic-Con show next Saturday. At 60% off, it is the first ever Grand Octane in the Invicta DC Comics series. And whether you choose the Flash, Superman, Batman, or my personal favorite, Aquaman, all of you will get a numbered limited edition. I can't wait. I hope we get to see him.
Rumor has it he'll be there. You might have to wait in line, though.
Lynn is like, Aquaman's going to
Pretty
be
sure
there?
there's a big
so
line.
Cute, isn't he? I know, he's so cute. I was in love with Thor until I saw Aquaman,
Yeah.
and now
we look very similar. It's just hair. We have different hairstyle.
Okay.
That's all it takes to make everybody quiet.
I'll get a picture of you side by side.
Yeah, side by side.
All right, DC,
Twins.
we launched this to a huge success just a few months ago. This was actually an amazing partnership.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge partnership going back and forth to make sure the imagery is right. Here's your first execution. This is The Flash. The imagery on here changes completely, keep in mind, from execution to execution. It's a very expensive way to build a timepiece. So you're going to see that logo, which is on his chest, done on the centerpiece of that dial, beautifully done, becoming that suspension system. Actually, if you turn it to the side, you can see the depth and dimension to the lightning bolt. Look at this. That is what we're well known for at Invicta. That is a perfect piece.
We did a mid-size Octane at the launch of DC Comics, but this is the first in the giant Octane.
First
now,
time.
The Flash, we have dozens left, not hundreds, only dozens.
These are numbered limited editions, keep in mind.
Exactly. And by the way, this does not come in a 3-slot dive case. However, we do have coordinating 3-slot dive cases for each of the characters we're going to share with you in the Grand Octane.
So if you did pick
this
up
is
that
a
Flash
holiday gift for that special guy in your life. We do have for $49.99 the matching Flash case.
Or Batman.
Or Batman.
Or Superman.
Or Superman.
Or Aquaman.
Or Aquaman. All right, let me get the
Should we
others
keep moving?
in the picture.
I don't think we have much time left here.
Almost, yeah. Okay, then we have the Batman available.
Who doesn't love Batman? You know, on this one, you're going to notice, too, keep in mind the station markers that are polished in that kind of hex screw design. That has the bat symbol machined into that, and that's on the bezel of the piece. Then the base level of the dial, ghosted in, is the bat symbol, the bat logo that's been done. And then front and center again, that logo design. Beautiful triple black design on here as well. Man in black, but then you have those pops of yellow.
Numbered limited edition. This is the pre-release. You have 5 minutes to lock in this price. Broadcasting live from Comic-Con on the floor. And that's going to happen on Saturday, 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. And there's Superman.
The most popular, and I can see why. Man of Steel. Makes sense to build this watch in one of the largest watches we've ever done in our history. That's all done in premium solid stainless steel. The center structure, the Superman logo, is beautiful. Look at the depth and dimension and the machining that takes place just on the symbol of this piece. Then you get the blue accents on this piece with the silver tone, dressing it up. And once again, the station markers, you can see that little hidden Superman design on there as well.
By the way, Kyle is building all of these remarkable graphics for us. Amazing.
He's very quick with the artwork.
Oh, my gosh. Absolutely amazing. And we may, at Comic-Con, be visiting with some of the artists. Just so you know. And we may have some very, very, very special pieces that you can't find anywhere else. Aquaman, my new favorite.
I think Aquaman visually is extremely striking from the fact that it's the only one, or one of the only ones done selectively in gold tone, but the only one in the next generation green plating on the piece. Look at, even in the crowns, you're going to notice the logos. All of them will feature the logos on the crowns. But now when you look at the dial, the base level kind of done in that orange color. The scales, the center portion is done in that really cool logo once again. But then the disconfiguration at the 3 and the 9 is skeletonized. I mean, you got a lot of texture going on in this dial. This is probably one of the more expensive dials in this series.
Well, in 3 minutes, you can no longer order this watch. All things that are going to be seen at Comic-Con are going to be put on hold because we're not quite sure this was a last-minute thing. We just found out we were going last week. This is a last-minute thing. So if you want to lock in and get this during the pre-release, you'll be the first one with the only Grand Octane ever done in the DC line. It will come in the DC box. However, you can add on that 3-slot dive case. Ryan, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy.
We got Superman.
We have Superman.
We got Batman.
We have Batman.
We got Ryan Man.
We got Ryan Man.
We got
available.
Aquaman.
We are here for you every Sunday night. I will not be here next weekend. I think Lynn is doing Power Play because I'll be at a very special wedding. But join us for Comic-Con next Saturday live from New York City. In the meantime, Justin's going to hang out with Ling Shocker. And do they have the deals? We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Get ahead of the holidays with the Holiday Gift Kickoff event. Score early bird pricing on hot gifts from Mackenzie Childs, Waterford, Skin, Paula Deen, and more. It's never too soon to start saving. Don't miss the Holiday Gift Kickoff event. Thursday, 10 p.m. Eastern at Evine.
Karl Lagerfeld Paris is known for his cutting-edge and Parisian-inspired looks. Luxe and cool with a touch of rocker chic. All the style you can handle.